Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the February Student of the Month. Now it's really loud. I'm Mary Walters, Assistant Superintendent for the Murrieta Valley Unified School District, and our MC this morning. I'd like to introduce Ryan George from Student Venture to lead us in the prayer. If everyone could stand, please.
God, I thank you so much for these people here today, for the city leaders who are doing what they can to help the city be what it needs to be, for the people serving here today with the food and the cameras and everything, the people helping organize it, for the business leaders who are giving financially and sacrificing to help these students be blessed by all this, for the principals who work with a lot of students who aren't students of the month, the teachers trying to do the best they can for these students, and for the students that we're all here to honor. I just thank you for the chance to be in a room with all these great people, and I pray you be here today with us as well, and that the people we set out to honor would be honored, and that they would have what they need and the encouragement and support of this community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please remain standing, and if we could have our Murrieta Valley Unified School District Board Member Ken Dixon lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Join me in honoring our victory and its values. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Well, good morning, everyone. Congratulations to all of our students and parents. At this time, I'd like to introduce Sally Myers, the founder of this program. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. It is delightful to see all of you today. I've had an opportunity to meet most of our students when y'all walked in the room. So we are excited to welcome you to Student of the Month program. We are celebrating 28 years of honoring outstanding high school students. We began the program in Temecula in the 92-93 school year, and then in 95 we started the Murrieta program, and then we went up to Lake Elsinore and Paris Menifee. So there are actually 4 of these programs under our nonprofit organization. So we are excited to have you here today. And I wanted to share the mission statement because it's how your son or daughter was selected. And I know for parents, that's always important to know, as well as to the students. And so we are a nonprofit organization that is honoring high school, college-bound seniors for their character, their love of learning, how all of you students juggle numerous activities from campus activities, community service, athletics, or maybe how you have persevered through challenging life circumstances. And it's all in a setting that honors God, our community, family, and free enterprise. And we're just so excited to have you all here today. The neat thing about our program is that you're not here just because you have a laundry list of activities or community services, but who you are as an individual. We're going to hear about your passions today. We're going to hear about how you are set apart from other students, how you make a difference at a special time when it's been important to make a difference. And we're going to hear a lot of neat sharing, and we're going to laugh with you and cry with you because we know that through challenges there's victory. And so we're so excited that you're here today. I'd like to introduce our volunteers. They are very, very important to us, and they make our program just run so smoothly. I'd like to introduce our chair, Llewellyn Fickey. Llewellyn, if you would please stand. She's our chair, and she also coordinates the scholarship. Llewellyn, we need to see you. Llewellyn is absolutely awesome, and we just love her to pieces. Our co-chair is Jennifer Pham. She is the Murrieta Valley High School 2002 Student of the Year, and she is a new mommy, and so she is unable to be with us in the morning, but she loves our program, and she constantly encourages all of us as well. And I'd like to introduce Monica Gutierrez. She is our publicity coordinator with the Murrieta Valley Unified School District, and I'm not sure if she's here just yet, but we always appreciate Monica. We have Dan Stake, who is a greeter, Mr. Dan right over here, and he's with Alta Pacific Bank. They always appreciate you. Thank you very much. Andy Morris from Farmers Insurance. Mr. Andy, thank you. And Derek Gonzalez, a greeter and our gift bag coordinator. So we appreciate, gifts are very important. Thank you very much, Derek. And we have with us this morning Catherine Pepe, and she is also part of our scholarship program, and she helps put together name tags for the bags. So we always appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And I'd like to introduce Rhonda Levine and also Mary Walters. So ladies, I want you to stand as well, because as you've met, Mary Walters is our MC and Rhonda is our communication coordinator. And I say she's the voice of the program because she's the one that sends out these beautiful, sweet emails to all of our sponsors and to the community reminding us of our program. So these ladies really do so much for us. So thank you all very much. All right, Miss Mary, back to you.
At this time, I'm going to announce all of our students and their principals. So from Vista Murrieta High School, we have Principal Mick Wager and student Wayne Evans Holness. Congratulations. From Springs Charter School, we have Principal Chris Lemke and student Emma Bayless. Please stand. There we go. From Murrieta Canyon Academy, we have Principal Martina Beach Hedges and Elizabeth Gledhill. From Oak Grove School, we have Principal Tammy Wilson and student Alexandra Simmons. From Murrieta Mesa High School, Principal Steve Ellis and student Starlene Martinez. From Murrieta Valley High School, Principal Mark Pettengill and student Edgar Olvera Alegria. Congratulations to all of our students. At this time, I'd like to introduce from the Chamber of Commerce, Andy Morris, to share a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So I am super honored to be here with you students and the parents, administrators, and chamber members and volunteers and guests to celebrate you students. That's what we're here for today. You know, the Chamber of Commerce is, we just are so happy to be part of this program that Sally put together, because you kids, whether you are straight A students and that's the reason you're here today, or maybe you just achieved something, it's really difficult to be here today. Just think about the small amount of kids that get to be Student of the Month, how many kids there are in this district. And it just says so much about you guys. And the hope for the Chamber is that you guys are going to go off and do the same thing, but you're going to come back to this community and give back to the community that you grew up in. That's our hope. And we just want to say congratulations to you, to your parents, and to the administrators and your teachers that got you here today. And we hope you come back and join our community again. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Andy. And from the City of Murrieta, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Christy White.
Good morning, everyone. This is one of my favorite events. I have a lot of responsibilities being a city councilwoman in Murrieta, but this is my favorite event because it's really about what's going on at the grassroots level with our community, our students, our teachers that are so valuable. There's a teacher shortage in California, so I always like to give a shout out to thank our teachers for being educators. Thank you for inviting me here, and thank you for our hosts and sponsors. On behalf of Murrieta Mayor Jean Wunderlich and my city council colleagues, just here to give an applaud the students, the parents, and teachers. For the students, please keep up the good work. Remember to give back with a heart of gratitude and pay it forward. Lend a helping hand if you can to someone who needs it in your school. And congratulations again on your achievements. Thank you.
I am, yes. I'd like to thank Group 1 Production in the back, Rachel Pangy, for videotaping today's event. It will be available to view on the Murrieta Valley Unified School District website or through the link that's listed in your program. So thank you, Rachel. Let's give her a round of applause. I'd also like to thank Kip Cothran from KC Photography, who is providing everyone free access to all of the pictures from this morning. Parents and those in attendance can view his website that's also listed in the program. Thank Kip. Thank you, Kip. And thank you to the City of Murrieta for providing airtime on our Spectrum cable channel. So thank you, City of Murrieta. You guys are quiet this morning. We're going to have to rev it up. At this time, I'd like to introduce all of the sponsors, and when I introduce you, if you could please stand. From Abbott, we have Ray Evans. We'll hold your applause at this time. From all, he got excited. From Alta Pacific Bank, we have Dan Stake. From Altura Credit Union, we have Derek Gonzalez. From Cal State University San Marcos, Elizabeth Erickson. Come on, guys. From the City of Murrieta, Councilmember Christy White. We have Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth Dixon, so please stand. From Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, we have Bonnie Woodrome and Andy Morris. From Farmers Insurance, Andy Morris. Andy does a lot of work, can you tell? From King Law Firm, we have Jennifer Evans. From Oak Grove Center, Tammy Wilson. From Springs Charter School, Chris Lemke. And from Temecula Valley Olive Oil Company, Catherine Pepe. Could we give, oh, I'm missing one, hold on. From Which Superior Sandwiches, Sandy Word. If we could give all of our sponsors a hand. Thank you. Thank you, sponsors. Our sponsors donate to the breakfast, the Student of the Year, and to the scholarship. So they support this program. Now, as Students of the Month, you will be invited to complete a scholarship application, which will be coming out very shortly. And you will compete against only other Students of the Months from your school. So there's only going to be probably about 10 or 11 students. So we will be having the Student of the Year breakfast coming up in May, so look forward to that application. And then the entire list of our Murrieta Student of the Month sponsors are in our program. And then another announcement, we have a little card here. Where is my card? It's a little scholarship application card, and you could please fill that out, and that will help you with one college application fee, and that is sponsored by King Law Firm. Wow. So that's pretty impressive. So thank you. All right, we are now moving on to the most important part of our program, our student presentations. You'll hear examples of character, college choice, and future plans. The students will share their heartfelt stories with you today. You will quickly understand why they are chosen as Students of the Month. Remember, schools, this is especially for the principals, that there's 5 minutes per school. The principal has a minute, the students have 2 minutes, the teacher has a minute, and the family has a minute to share. Students, when you come forward, please bring your family and guests with you, and they will stand on this side, and then the principal and the teacher will stand on the other side. Guests, save a dry corner of your napkin for our heartfelt stories, and then please stand close together so Rachel can get you in the picture. So, we are going to start out with Vista Murrieta High School student Wayne Evans Holness and Principal Mick Wager.
Good morning, boys. Hard to go first. Come on, you have to come really, really close. It's hard to go first. I think I'm still digesting. Well, I know I'm still digesting, but I may even have something in my teeth. I'm not sure. So let me know. I just won't smile. Well, good morning, everybody. Our selection for Senior Student of the Month this month is Wayne Evans. He far exceeds the qualifications for the honor, and he really is a model of our school's motto of class, character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service. He has those things and beyond. He's achieved at high levels in academics, arts, and athletics. Academically, Wayne is 11th in his class of 825 seniors, so he's seriously an elite. 4.37 GPA. He's challenged himself to 11 AP and college dual enrollment courses. He's also earned the state seal of biliteracy in Spanish and is a member of California Scholarship Federation. Wayne is part of our CTE engineering program and will be completing the 3-course pathway this year. And we're proud of any student who completes a pathway, a CTE pathway, in addition to their regular studies. But Wayne is also completing the graphic design pathway, which is not an easy thing to do, both those things in addition to athletics. And he's found a way to follow his passion for design and graphic design, and his ability to balance his strong artistic side as well as the intellectual, analytical side. Is great for being an engineer, right? Yeah. And is also great for being, he wants to pursue a goal in architecture, which is, it's awesome for that as well. So he's well choosing. Outside of school, Wayne has logged about 150 community service hours. He's part of the Lead to Feed Club and is going to be part of a team going to San Diego in March to help feed homeless folks in the area. And he also somehow finds time to work a part-time job at Chick-fil-A. So clearly, Chick-fil-A, that's the thing they're most excited about. State seal of biliteracy, 4.37 GPA, Chick-fil-A, yeah. But clearly he's showing a strong work ethic. He demonstrates this athletically as well. He's been on the swim team all 4 years and was selected to be team captain both last year and this year. Teachers, staff members, and students all talk about what a kind, polite, humble, and sincere young man Wayne is. Wayne's swim coach, Kathy Morse, told me a story that happened when she and other coaches were interviewing swimmers for the captain spot last year when Wayne was just a junior. One of the student candidates, who was a senior, was interviewing while Wayne waited outside for his turn. And during the interview with the senior student, the student told the coach, "I'd like to be captain, but no matter what you do, one of the captains should definitely be Wayne," because all the swimmers think so. And so this kind of unsolicited compliment from a senior to a junior going for the same position is high praise indeed, and just one example of the many positive comments I've heard about Wayne through this process. He's definitely a student who at Vista we call OKB, our kind of Bronco, and we are proud to present him as this month's Senior Student of the Month. Congratulations, Wayne. You're gonna be next.
I honestly am surprised to be up here. Like, it's such an honor to be selected as Student of the Month, along with so many other amazing students that go to school in our district. I honestly didn't expect to see myself grow over the past 4 years as much as I have. I remember at the beginning of freshman year, one of the first things that I remember hearing was get involved, and that was like such a weird thing to me, like, oh, like get involved in school, getting involved in athletics and everything, and I just did, and I just went full force, and here we are with all these activities, and it's just helped me to grow so much and learn from other people and learn from mentors, and it's just incredible to see how far I've come, and I would just like to be an inspiration to other students and other people to not give up on their dreams and just I guess just enjoy the moment, because it goes by really fast, and I just want to cherish every moment that I have. So I want to say a huge thank you to the sponsors for recognizing our students, because it feels pretty amazing to be recognized for stuff that we do every day. And big thank you to my parents for believing in me and for supporting me these last 17 years. And it's been an incredible ride, so thank you so much.
Okay, I'm Mrs. Blasky. I'm the engineering teacher of Wayne Evans. Thank you, Wayne. Okay, I'll just tell a story, but it's a long story, short version. Well, yesterday, Mr. Wade, your secretary, called me, Gia, you're gonna go to Sizzler at 7:45. Okay, do I say yes or no? No, you don't have a choice. Your student, Wayne, invited you So, of course, I was happy, surprised. But there was some panic. But you're going to have free breakfast, but you also have to have a speech. The speech, okay, I'm not so good at that. So my feel after I put the phone down, I had this panic feeling. It's like, one of those experiences when you have a college paper and it's due tomorrow. So anyway, I started looking at my OneDrive. Okay, I'm going to print all of the things that I have about Wayne. His resume, the letter of recommendation that I wrote, everything. So then the printer starts spinning. Oh my gosh, what will I say? Everything is the best. But anyway, don't worry. Mr. Wager has 2 pages, I have 3 pages. No, I don't have. But after I printed all this resume, letter of recommendation, I came up with 3 post-it notes. So it will only take 10 seconds. So I have to read it because it started flowing. After I printed it, then I said post-it notes. Then I started putting in it. So these are my thoughts, and this is from the heart, Wayne. Okay, there's no way I can stop working as a teacher, especially when you have a student like Wayne, who continuously inspired me. So it's really worth being a teacher. As a teacher, you do these little things to your students daily. And the last thing you realize is that each word, each action, each smile has actually an impact and have gone a long way to make a difference. For all the teachers of Wayne, I represent the passion, the respect, the fire that started all in that brain and heart of my student, Wayne Evans. I hope that we have really made a difference in what you are today and what you will become. Thank you so much, Wayne, and the best things in your life are yet to come. Keep at it.
Wayne, before we start, can you talk about where you're going to school? And what you want to do?
Okay. So my future plans, I've been getting college acceptances all over the place. So we're still in the decision process, but I'm hoping to attend a 4-year next in the fall to pursue architecture and a 5-year Bachelor of Architecture degree. And I eventually want to open my own firm and give back to the community by building sustainable housing for the less privileged. So that's one of my dreams. So
Thank you. Introduce your parents.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say congratulations to Wayne. It's always exciting, and he made us so proud to see how he has grown all these years, and he had pursued his dreams and just apply himself. He's really disciplined, and he likes to achieve. So he has done really, really great. I really also want to thank all his teachers because they have made a huge impact in his life. They do such a great job with all the students, and thank you. We are so proud of him. Thank you so much.
All right, next up from Springs Charter Schools, we have Chris Lemke, principal. Come on up and introduce. Okay, that's right.
Good morning, everybody. Well, first, I echo the sentiment. I just want to thank the sponsors, the dignitaries, the volunteers, everyone for putting on this amazing event. It truly is an honor to be here today. Thank you. I'm not, typically, education, we use a lot of acronyms and we got our annual buzzwords and all of that sort of stuff. And I typically stay away from those. But the one thing that popped into my mind when I first met Emma was resiliency. Right? I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to steal anybody else's thunder, but just the one thing, right, that really strikes me is her journey and how she's gotten to this point. This is a student, and I don't think she minds if I say, right, in middle school, which was, in my years, right, like yesterday. In middle school, she was participating in pull-out classes, right, as part of her IEP for English, math, that sort of stuff. And flash forward 4 years later, And this amazing lady is now participating in a very rigorous independent study program, no IEP, taking college classes, and just doing an amazing job, right? And that's without even getting into her character and everything else that she brings to the table. So it truly is an honor for me to stand here and introduce to you Emma Bayless as the Spring Student of the Month.
Hi, I'm Emma, and when I started at River Springs my freshman year, I started off with my IEP. Starting with that, I did struggle with a few things, mainly with my math and English. But fast forward to this year, I no longer have my IEP. I've overcome a handful of things, and I've learned that to get to where you want to go, you have to work hard for it. Right now, I'm taking college courses along with my high school courses, and I have excelled. Along with excelling in my academics, I've spent hours volunteering with our local softball association. I have a passion for working with kids and working in softball, which is one of my favorite sports. My plan after graduation is to attend MSJC full-time and then transfer to San Marcos. I plan on becoming an adaptive PE teacher so I can continue to work with children with special needs. And yeah, thank you.
Emma's done a wonderful job of really, I think, outlining the things that we have seen in her over this time. She's been with me since her freshman year, and I've been privileged to walk alongside her on her high school journey. And her academic accomplishments are many. I don't think she did herself justice in that area. But what I really want to talk about for a minute is her character, because that is what brings her to this moment. This is why she's our Student of the Month. When we were asked to select to browse our seniors and to determine who was really deserving of this honor, she stood out among the list of names, and it was hands down a decision that was very easy to make. As Chris mentioned, our independent study program is extremely rigorous. We pride ourselves in that we ask a lot of our students, being independent study students. It requires a lot of intrinsic motivation in order for them to be successful. And we really do foster strong independent learners. That is what our goal is. And Emma is just the embodiment of that. What is so wonderful about her is that quiet grace and confidence. From the moment, ninth grade, high school, the start of it is difficult for most students as it is, because they are navigating this next step of academics, this next step of expectations and new requirements. And so if you add to that independent study and the expectation that a lot of the learning is on their own, and it just really takes it to the next level. And she handled it with grace and poise and grit and perseverance all through those 4 years. And that is what has just been so amazing about her. There was no challenge too big. Every semester we goal set, we planned, and she has taken this program by the horns. And high school, she has completely dominated it, and I know that she is going to do really great things. I am so proud of her, privileged to have been with her these 4 years. I will be sad when she graduates, but I look forward to seeing her in that cap and gown. She has accomplished much, and there is still more to come. Congratulations, Emma.
Oh, there's too much to say about my daughter. I'm very proud of her. She does have a learning disability. She's dyslexic. So it took a lot to get over that. And for her to work as hard as she has through her high school years, and as Mrs. Cummins said, this is a very rigorous program. I didn't ever have to get on her about doing her work. She sat, did it. She was very determined that she was going to get past all of her issues and exceed my expectations. She's just excelled beyond belief, and I'm very proud of her and her accomplishments through her high school. Like she said she does her volunteer work with the softball association. She's also an umpire, so she spends a lot of time out there on the field, and she keeps up her grades, and she's just an all-around great person, and I'm just super proud of her.
And on that, I would like to invite up Murrieta Canyon Academy and Principal Martina Beach Hedges.
Good morning. I just want to say thank you to all the sponsors and volunteers. To Sally, I just want to say that not only are you amazing for starting this program, but your staff is amazing and everything that this is about. It's just a joy. We have to like each other a lot right now. Not that I don't. No. Let's squeeze together. Okay, we love. We love.
Because they can still see me.
See? Sally is amazing.
You, my dear.
Our front
Right
center.
there.
Yeah, there
Yes,
we go.
okay.
Perfect. I did explain to both. Okay. Anyway, so I want to just talk about, we call her Lizzie. It's Elizabeth, but we call her Lizzie. And I'm actually amazed that we were not here earlier in the year with Lizzie as chosen as Student of the Month, because she epitomizes what this program is about. I know that many of you are great, in school and doing all that. That's not why Lizzie's here. She's doing great in school. In fact, she's having the best semester of her life, where other seniors who are right now having senioritis, present company excluded, but she is doing amazing, and I'm just so proud of her. She's a transfer from Orange County, so she's only been with us this year, but she just epitomizes what we want from our students. There is not a day that goes by that I am not excited to see Lizzie, and she greets me every morning. Hello, Ms. Beach. Hello, Ms. Every morning. It's like my day does not start without Lizzie. I have a lot to say about Lizzie just because I'm just so proud of her, but I just really want to share something that one of her teachers wrote, because it's really about who she is and why she's Student of the Month. Lizzie is at the center of our MCA universe. Words cannot describe how wonderfully generous she is toward her fellow students and staff members. In fact, she made these cute little flowers that I'm honoring her with today. Cute little bracelet. Yes, this girl just does everything for everybody. The phrase poetry in motion can help one to understand how her positive attitude and energy, leadership qualities, school pride, and motivation to succeed always catches on with others. Lizzie is the go-to person for students, and staff, when we have questions about announcements, procedures, and school leadership events. In consultative homeroom class, her name and announcements go on our whiteboard, and you know what? People listen to her. And it's just that intrinsic joy and kindness about her that just draws people. I don't mean to make you cry. That people are drawn to her. I have to tell you, this flower, it's for Valentine's Day that she made, I think, over 100 of these, and she just stood at the front of the school and handed them out. So when she made sure I got one, which is very generous to give your principal one. But I said to her, I have a meeting later that day, and Miss Walters was there, and I have a meeting, and it was with my bosses. So how can I bring joy? Can I have 5 of these flowers to give to them so that they start off the meeting with joy? So she was like, of course. So she graciously, I think I owe her money or something, but it did start out my meeting really well. And so that's the kind of person she is, and that's why she's here. And she's overcome a lot, and I know that, but it doesn't kill what she does. She's going into the service business after she graduates and goes to school. And I know that she is going to be so popular and so successful because that heart is just overflowing, and she makes people happy. So I introduce you my student of the year, Lizzie Gledhill, possibly year.
Hi, I'm Lizzie, even though my real name's Elizabeth. My dad actually gave me my nickname. First, I would like to say a huge thank you to all the sponsors, because I never thought I'd be here and you're making this possible. Sorry, I'm not good at public speaking. I'd also like to introduce the people that I'm here with today, because they mean the world to me. They've always supported me. I've been through a lot in my life, and they were always the people there. It's my mom, my dad, and my sister. The biggest obstacle that I've ever had to overcome was abuse and bullying. And it's hard with all this stuff happening, and you're going to school and trying to put on a better mood for people, that doing small acts of kindness to people, like my principal said, the flowers I made I think 100 of them, and just handing them out to kids I don't even know. And it made their day, because they got to smile and have a better day. And like Ms. Beach said, I say good morning to every single staff member I see every day. I've learned their names. I moved here this year, and I know almost every staff member, even if I don't have them. People say it's easy to overcome obstacles, but it's really hard when it hurt you, but you want to be the positive one. That there are still moments in my life where I go back to when I was little, and it's hard, because it made me have a hard time in school, and I didn't care anymore. When I moved out here, Miss Beach and Miss Urbany basically got me to be really into school with the help of my parents. I actually freak out if my grades drop below a B. But it takes a lot to overcome what I've been through, and I've always had dreams of being a cosmetologist, and I'm getting that, because with the grades that I've had, I will be hopefully attending Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School in Murrieta. And I want to do that because I will be able to give back to my community by getting jobs for people, because hopefully I'll be opening my own salon, and I can give jobs to people and give back to those that help me and those that are struggling in life. And it's such a big thing for me to be called Student of the Month, because I never really was the person that got awards, and this is like the biggest thing for me. So I just wanted to say thank you. And this is Miss Urbany.
Good morning. My name is Morgan Urbany, and I'm Lizzie's counselor. And Lizzie's adventure at MCA started in my office. And her registration appointment, those are the best moments for me, because I really get a sense of the students that are coming into our school. So we had Lizzie, and her dad was there too, and her sister. And the best part of my job working with students is watching the seed of doubt turn into a seed of potential. And Lizzie embodies that completely. So she came in new to us last year from Orange County, starting out credit deficient, and worked through in one semester almost a year's worth of credit to now only having 25 credits left to graduate. So she has worked her butt off to get to where she is right now. She joined the leadership club. Like everyone said, she's a big part of campus and making people's days better, reaching out to help anyone at any point. The fact that right now, 3 months before graduation, because I'm in charge of all seniors, I have every senior under my thumb right now. The fact that she invited me to come here is nice. But she is a shining example of what we look for in the Senior of the Month, and I couldn't be more proud for what she's overcome to be here right now. Congratulations.
Oh, is it me? I guess I got the short stick, sorry. Well, what can I say about her? It's been kind of touch and go, you know, especially since Terrible 2 started at 2 and ended about a year ago. But actually, I think it's the school she's at now. So, that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next I would like to invite up Tammy Wilson from Oak Grove School.
Good morning. We're so happy to be here and just want to thank Sally and all the sponsors once again for your support. We greatly appreciate you. Lexi, get over here. Amber, okay, good, perfect. We are happy and honored, and we are thrilled to be celebrating this young woman because she's overcome some tremendous hurdles, refuses to be defined by her past, is compassionate, giving, generous. You know, they talk about half the battle is showing up. Lexi not only shows up, she lights up every room, dorm, classroom that she's in, and she just is really incredible. So we're so proud of the progress that she's made, especially going from honestly being a follower to being a leader. So I want to commend you for that. On top of the academics that you'll hear about, she's amazingly talented, both vocally, artistically. She's been in performances. She can light up a stage. She's been the MC at our spoken word events that are held at Culinary Creations, and has a big band voice. So I'm hoping at some point y'all can hear her. She truly is amazing. She embodies the attributes and characteristics that we want in terms of our school. So resilience, excellence, academics, character, and honor. And I'm so thrilled when I see her reaching out and giving and helping support others. Gabby, her coordinator, has seen tremendous growth along with her therapist, Megan. And we really, really just want to acknowledge you and the hard work that you've done, because it's been tremendous. And I'd like to introduce Amber Nicholas, her teacher.
Good morning. Honored to be here to hear everyone's stories. And Lexi came to me last year, junior, and she was awarded the Growth Mindset Award, and she was actually kind of shocked. And I'm like, why? I truly do see her growth mindset changing to positive. In the same time, she's in the moment. At the next time, she's future focused. She's made a lot of progress. She knows what she needs in school and academics. She advocates for herself. In the classroom, as Ms. Tammy said, she is one of my lights. And one example is on the classroom door, she just randomly put up all these sticky notes for people to grab and take with them for their day. That's what we love to see. She is that leader in the classroom. She's involved all around campus. Keeps her grades up academically, loves, I teach science, she loves all the hands-on projects, helping others, being that leader in a group. Don't let her fool you, because she really likes to be in the center of it all. But I'm super proud of you, Lexi, and I can't wait to see what you have next.
And now we present you, Alexandra Lexi Simmons.
To be honest, standing here, like with the mic up, it makes me feel really short.
Let me put it down slightly.
Thank you. So I brought index cards because, I'm not going to use them all. I'm not. I don't believe in paper when it comes to speeches. The only thing I'm going to use out of this index card is the first one that has one thing on it. It's, I'm a person of survival and strength. Sorry, I feel weird. So I'm a victim of abuse and bullying. Those are some of my big obstacles. That and not having a mom. My dad, he was my mom and dad at the same time, which is a struggle because I feel, and I will admit, I'm the devil's child. I really am. If you, yeah. Was. So, my biggest lesson in life, I'm really shaky. My biggest lesson that I've learned is if you use your heart, mind, and strength, which was also part of a scripture, it will bring you anywhere and everywhere you want. My future plans, I already have a college in mind. It's Chaffee Community College. I also have a scholarship that is already gonna be placed. It's $1,000, and I also want to thank that foundation for giving it to me, and a big shout out to JC Cooley Foundation. They have this really cool motto. They call it the 3 C's. It's create, collaborate, and commit with confidence, which is 4. So I think they need math. But it's just whatever. They even have a little song about it, which isn't a song, it's a slogan. I keep telling them that. but they're friends, and I also consider them family. I also consider my therapist Megan and my care coordinator Gabby as family. Gabby is one of my biggest inspirations. But she's about to cry. Great. She's one of my biggest inspirations because I never ever had a mother figure, and she is that for me. Ever since I met her from day one, even though I've been a pain in the butt. So, yeah. Also, okay, one more thing. My degree, and I'm really big on this, my degree that I want is education for special needs, because what people tell me is I'm really great with children, and the special needs program, I can't imagine how it is for them, but they're adorable, so I'm doing it. So, thank you. And thank you to the sponsors. Good job. Thanks to the sponsors, too. Can we go now?
You may. Great job, Lexi. One more time. Let's give it up for her. I'd like to introduce Steve Ellis, representing Murrieta Mesa High School. Thank you so much.
Someone will record for you.
Come on, Mama.
Someone. Dr. Pattengale will. Oh. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Good morning. My name, excuse me. My name is Steve Ellis, and I'm the principal at Murrieta Mesa High School, where I'm privileged to get to work with incredible students like the young woman you're about to meet. I'd like to start by thanking Sally, Jennifer, Llewellyn, and all of the sponsors for making this morning such an incredible event. I'd also like to congratulate and thank all of the other students, families, and educators in the room. We really do make up a pretty good village here at Murrieta to make events like this possible, so congratulations. This morning, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Murrieta Mesa's Senior of the Month for February. Man, it's catching. Starlene Martinez. There we go.
Thank you.
Star is a very good student, 4.0 GPA through 7 semesters. She takes rigorous courses, even AP classes her senior year. She's very involved in our campus. She's the editor and vice president of our yearbook. She's a link crew leader. She's a member of NHS, CSF, has played water polo and swam for Mesa in the past. She's secretary of a club for the last 2 years called the Mesa Student Activists, and they focus on environmental issues and do cleanups and beach cleanups and stuff like that. She says she gets that from both parents. Star also volunteers heavily with our Special Olympics program, and she's a peer, I want to get this right, a peer partner for all of our unified sports and events that we hold on campus and in our community. And either because she doesn't already do enough or she has 28 hours in each day, she also volunteers at Brookdale Senior Home twice a month in our Senior to Senior program. It's clear why Star would be considered for today's recognition. Her accomplishments and involvements are impressive, but accomplishments are not why our staff selects students like Star. They like to pick students who make a difference on our campus and in our community and who are servant leaders. Star fits that description perfectly. In their nominations, our staff also frequently commented how much they just enjoy having her as a student because she's so involved and engaged and cares about her learning and her peers' learning. It's clear that Star embodies Mesa pride, purpose, responsibility, integrity, duty, and excellence better than most. Mesa is a better place because of her and the legacy she will be leaving. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our star, Starlene Martinez. See what I did there?
Thank you. Hi, I'm Star, and as I was reflecting over the past 4 years, I really can't pinpoint the exact person or opportunity that led me to here. But first, I'd like to thank all of the people who put on the breakfast for us and are providing us with this amazing opportunity of Student of the Month. I'd also like to introduce my parents, my mom. She has given me the opportunity to just travel the world and learn my purpose in the world is to help others. And my dad, he's always given me the opportunity to just be myself, express myself, and become who I want to be. And
my brother, he is my biggest supporter and my rock. He is my world. He's my everything. I want to be the best person I can be because of him, and so I could be a good role model for him. Like he said, I'm involved in Link Crew. I love being a part of the program. I love helping out freshmen and introducing them and helping volunteering at the senior center and the beach cleanups. I just love being a part of our community. And over the summer, I was able to meet Miss Lynn, our yearbook advisor, and it's my first year in yearbook, but over the summer, I feel like I demonstrated leadership qualities and just had fun with our team and was able to create, I'm going to say, the best yearbook our school has ever had, because, the team that we have together right now, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. I'm so honored, and my future goals is I want to become a psychologist. I want to go to school, a four-year university, and major in psychology, and I feel like from the skills I've learned at Mesa of being involved and helping other people and talking to people, that's why I want to be a psychologist. So I thank the school for allowing me to find myself in that. With that, I'd like to introduce Miss Lynn. Thank you.
I also feel short like the other person said, so that's okay. Let me get my notes. Well, first of all, thank you, Star, because I know you have a lot of great teachers who you could have selected to come with you to breakfast, but you selected me, so thank you very much. I'm honored to be here. Starling doesn't like to be recognized. When she found out that she was Student of the Month, she came in, she's like, Miss Lynn, why don't you nominate me and so forth? And she's like, I don't like to be the center of attention. And I was like, well, you deserve to be recognized, and you need to know what an impact you made on other people and how much everybody cares for you, and has every teacher I've talked to that knows her says really positive things about her. It's like your editor in yearbook. She's such a nice person. She's very involved. She's just a great human being. So she likes to donate her time, as you heard from Mr. Ellis and from her, to giving others the time that they need. That she likes to help. For example, at Share the Harvest, the clubs were invited to have activities for the little kids, and Star took it upon herself to do not only one table for yearbook and one table for Link Crew. She had 4 tables. Okay, so she had 4 tables to make sure the kids were going to have a great time, and to make sure that the parents were inside having a hot meal while their kids were being taken care of with the activities around a table. So I got to see her in action because she was just going around, and I was trying to help her set up the tables, and I was like, 4 tables? She's like, yep, we're having 4 tables. I'm like, all right. She also volunteers, like you said, Special Olympic events. She does the senior to senior program, so she's involved all over the place. I first met Star at summer camp. Well, before that, she was introduced to me by one of my chief editor that was going to be in charge of the yearbook this year, and he said, I have the perfect candidate for you to be an editor. And I was like, well, has she done yearbook before? And he's like, nope. But she will do great. You will love her. She has all the skills that you are looking for. And at first I was hesitant to take her because I didn't know who she was. But then at summer camp, all my hesitations went away. And I'm so glad that you were recommended by Alec to be part of our yearbook editor, because you're probably right. It's going to be one of the best yearbooks so far.
The best.
The best. So she's also made me a better yearbook advisor with all her organization skills. She brings a smile to my face every day, and the next year's editors have a big foot to fill. And I will miss your organization skills and your color-coded index cards that she has all over our yearbook office. And so I'm thankful, and you're a great asset to our yearbook staff. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I am done.
Thank you, Miss Lynn, and I'd also like to introduce my dad, thank you.
Well, Star, since the day you were born, you've always fulfilled your name, being a star. You make us very proud, you always have. And like I've always said, in your little tiny pinky, you've always had more drive than most people have in their whole body. That's it.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You guys can sit down.
Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Pettingale from Murrieta Valley High School.
Good morning. I'm truly excited, very excited to introduce the Murrieta Valley High School Student of the Month for February, Edgar Alegria Olvera. Edgar is a great example of overcoming and perseverance. He is not the conventional Murrieta, or his is not the conventional Murrieta story. And he's joined at the podium with Mr. Allen, his choir director, and his Murrieta Valley mom, teacher, Nikki Fryer. Edgar was born in Las Vegas, where he attended elementary school before moving to Mexico City with his mother and 4 siblings. His father lives in Tijuana and has not been involved in his life. Edgar's mother died when he was in middle school. He moved to Murrieta before his junior year to live with relatives. He worked in the landscaping business to help pay the relatives, and at McDonald's to help support his extended family. He currently works at Casa Jimenez and lives with a friend's family, the Conleys. And to get to work, sometimes he can get a ride and sometimes he Ubers to work because he doesn't have the transportation. Not the typical challenges. His involvement in school has been limited because he is needed to work. He has taken AP and IB classes in the last 2 years. He has maintained nearly a 4.0 GPA while at Murrieta Valley High School. He tutors students in the EL program and has recently become involved in our choir program. He is playing a part in our spring musical, Mamma Mia. Edgar recently became the Murrieta Valley High School musical chairs champion, a fun thing that we do at school, and he beat Mr. Allen. So he is the school champion in musical chairs.
We're a team.
He is active in our AVID program. When I asked our AVID teachers, who's the top student, they unanimously said Edgar. He is such an example of perseverance and doing everything with a smile on your face, despite all that he's been through. He is such an example of doing everything the right way, with respect, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. Edgar, we're so proud of you.
Okay. I don't know why I'm here, honestly. I can't follow any. Every student here has done amazing things. A 4.3 GPA, like, hats off to you. I thought a 4.0 was hard. 4.3, gosh. Before I start, I just want to say thank you to people who organize this. The food is quite good. Growing up, school was my priority. Everything I did was school. I would go home, I would see my brothers and my sisters play video games. They'll be like, can you put that book down and just like hang out with us? I'm like, I have a test tomorrow, I can't do it. Even today, I have a midterm today for government and I'm here. I'm worried about that. I'm not nervous about this. I'm nervous about my midterm. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I've always wanted to get involved in school. I would see people do sports and it looked so much fun. I tried that, broke my ankle. I was like, not for me. And from there, it would just be school, go home, do homework, go to work, go home. It was a routine that I was sick and tired of. I don't know how to explain. basically, my senior year, I decided it was time for a change. I know it's my last year, and I have so very limited time, but I decided to go out and step out of my comfort zone. Ms. Fryer helped me with that. She was there with me every step of the way, my junior year. And entering my senior year, that's when I decided, I've done academically well. Now it's time to do something more. And that's when one of my friends, my best friends, said, join choir. And I'm like, you want me to join choir? And she was like, yeah, I think you'd fit in very well. And I was like, okay. I went into Mr. Allen's office and nervous out of my mind. And I didn't know what chamber choir was. I just thought it was just like another choir. I was like, cool. And then when I auditioned and I stepped out, I told Deanna, okay, what's chamber choir? She's like, oh, basically like we're the best. And I'm like, you made me audition for chamber choir at MB. She was like, yeah. And so I was like, I'm not gonna get this. And she's like, yes, you are. A couple of days later, I changed my schedule and I joined choir. As a bass. I didn't think I was able to, but yeah. I felt so relieved knowing that I was going to get involved in something more than academics. Right after I joined choir, we went on a retreat. And that's when I met the most amazing people in my life, including Mr. Allen. He is one of the people that made me realize that there's more to me than just my brain and studying and homework. And I can't thank him enough. I can't thank all my friends in choir who have, gosh, I'm shaking, have followed me and helped me through my journey of stepping out of my comfort zone. Mamma mia, as Mr. Pell. I got the lead role for a musical. Drama,
It's weird.
It's kind of weird. I went from academics to choir, and I thought that was enough, but no. I met drama kids, which is a dangerous thing to do. And I did. And so I mixed choir with drama. And now I'm doing a musical for a very professional, very sophisticated drama department at my school. I'm proud of every single one of you, all the students. You guys worked your butt off for this. I think I speak for all of us. They say we didn't get here the easy route. We struggled, and it's paying off. It's really paying off. I get teary-eyed when I see people introduce their parents because my father wasn't here. My hard work was influenced by my mom. She had to raise 4 kids, 5 at one point, working 3 jobs. I would only get to see her about 4 hours a week. But a couple years ago, she passed away from cancer. She fought her way. She was, I remember one of her last words was, "Why is this happening to me? I'm not a bad person." And I was there when she said that, and that's when I realized that even the most hardworking people don't get enough recognition. And I think teachers and principals don't get enough recognition. They work to help us improve ourselves. And I just want to thank them for being here with me. And I want to thank the parents for supporting your kids. And kids, please, don't take advantage of your parents. The things they say are for your own good. And trust me, they're for your own good. Please hug him as hard and just mean it. Just hug him, say how much you love him, because I would die to have my mom right here standing next to me so I can hug her and thank her for all she did for me and my siblings. I don't know how I overcame her death. I stayed up till like 1 a.m. giving her drops of water in her mouth so she would stay hydrated. And they would tell me, go to sleep, we'll take turns. I was like, no. She went through years of supporting us. It's time to give back. Even if it was too late, we had to show her we were there for her. I somehow overcame it. Me and my siblings are doing okay. They live in Mexico. I'm the only one that's here. I want to shout out to the Connolly's for their God sent, because I don't know why they took me in. But I'm glad they did. And I want to thank Ms. Fryer for being my MV mom, even though she calls me a ding dong, but that's justified. That's justified. I want to thank Ms. Shannon. Future. I forgot about that. So, colleges. Gosh. I've been accepted to plenty, but none. It's hard to choose. It's so much pressure, but at the same time, it's good knowing that you have enough to give that college. I want to major in psychology because growing up, I dealt with anxiety very much. I've been biting my nails since I was like 5, and it's disgusting, but I can't stop. I overcame the temptation of suicide, and I want to help give back and help those kids who are on the verge of either thinking about it or have gone through what I've gone through. And so I think it's time for me to give back to the community in that way, that even though it's really hard, we have each other, and nothing in this world can be done without help, obviously. Mm-hmm. And yes, and I want to introduce Mr. Bradley, the man himself.
Thank you, Edgar, for inviting me to be here. Just some cliff notes. So we got him into choir because it was just a desperate attempt to get that last bass we needed for our top group. And so I just said, take 5 minutes, text your people. And Leanna texted him, and he was like, choir, huh? Okay. I don't think he ever thought about it before that point in time that he'd take the stage to sing in front of people. But anyway, since he came, well, I mean, before that, we've all seen American Idol, right? You never know what you're gonna get. He's come a long ways from that very first day in my office when he auditioned for me. Obviously, he's gonna be a lead role in Mamma Mia coming up. So it's just amazing to see the hard work and dedication that he's put into my program, and then see that translates to every other aspect of his academics. He holds himself so accountable. He's just an honest, hard worker. He brightens up everyone's day in the choir room. He's really become a leader in that program in such a short time. So I just want to thank you for that. You may feel like you need the choir so much, but I think they need you a lot more than you need them. Okay? And he's just gained a couple large families on campus. That's so beautiful to see in his life, choir and drama. So you're amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It is seriously such an honor to stand here today in the role of proud parent. So yes, I've been his avid teacher, his math teacher, and I also have been graciously exposed to his life and done more than just grade his math tests. I get to sit with them and fill out FAFSA applications, college applications. I've had to tell him, no, don't buy that cute jacket right now. Let's save the money for your future adventures. But this kid has experienced more sadness than most of us, well into our 40s. And he comes out wiser, kinder, and more gracious than anyone I've ever met. He works hard. He has a job after school. He is enjoying choir, like you've heard. He's going to be our lead our lead actor in a musical. And he has been accepted to several very prestigious colleges, Redlands being one, San Marcos. We've got a long list. And so when he talks about the stress of deciding, I'm just so proud that he has to now take on that stress and make a very exciting decision about what is going to happen next. And as his MV mom, I do hope he'll stay close so that whether he likes it or not, I'm going to be at every graduation, every milestone, and we are all so proud of you. So good job.
And I'd like to,
Before you introduce the next person, I'm just going to jump in and commandeer for one moment. Will you please tell us your mother's name?
Oh, her name was Martha Alegria Olivera.
And please know that your mother is looking down from the heavens and is so proud of you today, and that we are all here to support you, and your mother is very proud of you. God bless.
okay, I'd like to welcome back to the podium Mary Walters.
How do you go after all of that, huh? So, we got to hear such wonderful stories this morning. Aren't our students amazing and our families amazing, and as well as all of our staff? Let's give everyone a round of applause. So, we got to hear all sorts of stories, but there was a common theme of kindness, persistence, perseverance, and overcoming obstacles to create all of you to be servant leaders. So we look forward to our future and we'll be in good hands. So at this time, we'd like to invite our dignitaries to come on over here. We have Councilmember Christy White from the City of Murrieta, Debbie Herrera from the California State Senate office, Amanda Fisher from Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez's office. So if you can come over here. While they're coming over, I have homework for you guys. So in your backpacks that you're going to get filled with all sorts of gift cards and lots of stuff, you're going to get these thank you notes. And so you have a job to do. Thank all of the sponsors. But we're making it a little bit easier for you. You don't have to address them by hand. You have labels. So you can stick the labels on there, and then once you get done, you can give them to your principal, and they'll take care of getting them out for you. So you just have the easy job of writing them. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our dignitaries.
I already spoke before. I wasn't going to say anything more, but it is such an honor and privilege to represent Murrieta, and the heartwarming stories that we've heard today. I encourage all the students to please stay in Murrieta after you complete your college education, and whatever community you're in, know that you're a valuable resource. Remember to be grateful in your heart and to give someone else a hand up. And thank you for your achievements, and congratulations to you all.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Debbie Herrera here on behalf of the California State Senate. Edgar, I had it together until you talked, and I agree with Christy. Your mom is definitely proud of you and watching you. So, and you're all here. You're not here because of your grades. You're not here because your participation. You're here because of you and the extra that you do, and that's how you stood out. Because there are a lot of students who have 4 O's, 4 5s. It's crazy. You guys, this is my favorite thing to go do, and I leave every day when I do this to go back to work feeling so not as good as you guys at all. So seriously, we all talk about it. All of us who come here, we talk about, wow, did you hear today's? And we feel so insignificant, but so proud of you guys, and you're gonna go far. So we're very excited. So you'll get a certificate on behalf of the state of California. But one thing I wanted to add on to what Mary talked about, this is very important that you students listen to this, and parents, make sure you follow up. Those thank you cards that she was talking about are very important. Every office, every sponsor looks forward to getting them. And whether you send it where it's just one sentence with your name, whether you type it up because you put in there that you can't read their handwriting, they said, whether you're very proud of yourself and you actually have a picture of you winning Student of the Month and you enclose that so we remember who you are, or whether you do it upside down, or whether you do it upside down on the back. We will take your thank you card however you want to do it, and I want to explain to you why it's important. Last year, there was 2 students from Temecula Valley High, 2 girls, had the same GPA, same volunteer community hours, same everything was identical. They had to have been twins or best friends. And the only difference, because you're graded, and your odds are 1 in 8 for a scholarship. 1 in 8 is really good odds. And the thing that set them 2 apart, they both had 95 points. The one that set them apart was, did you do a thank you note? One said yes, one said no. The other one got the 5 points, got the scholarship because of the thank you note. So when Mary's up here talking about them, and it is funny because you probably have 1,200 thank you notes, but they're very important to get them out because we do monitor it, and we do, when you fill out your scholarship application, it's very important. So I hope to see all of you as winners in May for your scholarship, and congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Amanda Fisher, and I am here on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. I would like to congratulate all of you and let you all know that you're an inspiration. And these breakfasts are very emotional. They end up being emotional, but in a good way. So I just want to congratulate all of you, and you also get a certificate from the Assemblywoman, and she does read each and every thank you card. We give them all to her. So congratulations once again.
Well, we are nearing the end of our program, so I hope everyone enjoyed the morning. It was sure very moving, and yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope I lost my train of thought. This is how moving it was. But students, after Sally closes the program this morning, we're going to meet out front. You'll grab your backpack, and we're going to be taking all sorts of photos with your family, with the staff, and with the sponsors. So I'm going to turn it over to Sally because she won't be as tongue-tied as me to close up the program this morning. Thank you.
That's not true. Thank you so much. I just have to tell you that all of us in the room are truly grateful and appreciative for you sharing from your heart. It's not easy to come to an event where you just only know the people basically at your table and to share amongst your family sometimes, but then to be able to share in front of a group of people that you don't know. But what we love about the Student of the Month program is that by the time you leave, you really know everybody in the room. You know a little bit about their heart, you know about their struggles, and you know about their victories. And it really is a blessing to be able to leave this place and know that there is such great hope in our community. So thank you very much for sharing. I do like to take copious notes. I took a lot of pages of notes, actually. I'm just going to share a few words of inspiration that we heard about each one of our students. So Mr. Wayne, if you want to please stand for us. Wayne, you are an adorable young man, and I love that smile of yours and love your family. And what I wrote about you was that you're a very humble young man. And yet at the same time, you're a humble young man that I believe is quiet, has quiet leadership skills. But boy, it's like you're a mountain because you love to grow, you love to learn, you're an inspiration to other students and others around you, and you love to cherish every moment. I can't think of anything that is more fabulous than that. It is going to give you so many opportunities and open doors in the future, and I know you're going to be extremely successful, so congratulations to you. Miss Emma. Emma, I think the word out of my mouth for all of you, y'all are just adorable and sweet students, and I love one of the first words about you, that you're resilient, and how you shared with us some of the struggles that you had, but yet you also said that working hard is going to get you where you want to be, and you've learned to never give up, and how you love softball, and you love young students and wanting to be in special education. But as far as some of the character traits about you, I love the phrase intrinsic motivation, and how you have quiet grace and confidence. So you continue working hard. I know you will, and you are truly making a difference, not only in your own life, but the life of others around you. So congratulations to you. Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth. Lizzie is what they call you. I love that. And one of the phrases, the seed of doubt turns into the seed of potential. I love it. And you are just cute, you know? And I love the word intrinsic was used a couple times, and yours was with intrinsic joy and kindness. And love the flower. That is so neat. I have over 500 rose bushes at my home, and I love flowers. So when you make those again, I want to come to your school and get one, because I will wear it. And it just sounds so neat. And just the obstacle that you shared that you've overcome, and how instead of becoming bitter, you became better, and how you want to always do small random acts of kindness to others, showing people that they have value and worth in this world. And you are doing an amazing job at that. And I know people are going to look up to you, and people are going to want to be constantly around you because you give them great joy. So congratulations to you. Lexi Alexandra, please stand. You know, I saw you walk in, and you just have this cute, cheerful smile about you, and you are just an amazing, amazing young lady. And some of the first words about you, you're compassionate, you light up the room, and you truly do. I love it. And just the random sticky notes that you put on the door to give encouragement to other students, I absolutely love it. But what I truly loved about what you said, I'm a person of survival and strength. And you talked about using your heart and mind and strength, and it will really give you not just success, but you become victorious in a very special, special way. And I so appreciate not only in your life, but in the life of many of the other students, some of the teachers and special folks that have come around you just to show you love and love on you. And that's what we want to do in Student of the Month, to show you how much we care about you as well. So congratulations to you. Starlene. Miss Starlene, you are one amazing young lady as well. And what I loved about you is that this is going to be the best yearbook ever. All right. I like that. And just how you had special things about each one of your parents, about how they added value to your life, and same with your brother as well. And just your desire to help others, to volunteer, joy, another word that was used about you. What I truly, truly enjoyed is your enthusiasm for everything that you do, and that passion, and how you pave the way for others. So congratulations to you. Mr. Edgar. Okay, give me a hug. Oh. I know, for all of us mothers in the room, you really touched our hearts today. And you did it in such a sweet and humble way. And you have such appreciation for others around you, for everyone, because you know that that God has great value. And I had to take a second, and I looked up just a real quick scripture, because I am a woman of faith, and you know, not only have you had challenges, but there are other challenges shared in the room today. And I thought one of the greatest things is knowing that God values each one of us, right? And so in Romans he says, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for those who are called according to his purpose. So he makes all things good. And so you have had this incredible life. You're a very disciplined, very passionate young man. And at the same time, you took all this opportunity to study and become masterful at what you do in academics. But then you also, like you said, stepped out of your comfort zone and joined this amazing choir and music. Music is good for the soul. and you're putting in great words, you're putting in great sounds, and that is also inspirational as well. And I know that that God will use all of that for good. And so I'm excited about your life, and you are incredible as all of our other students, so congratulations to you. I'm now going to share the final minute with Maxwell. John Maxwell is a pastor, a motivational speaker, and an author, and the word we're going to hear this morning is transform, and I think it is so appropriate for each of our students. I just want to make sure I have my volume up here. Okay, here we go. Well, my phone decided it wanted to hang up on me. Hold on, oh, here we go.
Be a transformational person. You see, transformational people, they inspire others in such a way that they positively bring change into people's lives. To be a transformational person, you have to first be transformed. So I would encourage you, make the changes necessary in your life that make you a better person. What I've discovered is that most incredible positive change happens when we begin to embrace good values. You have to kind of leave something to go to something, and what I encourage people all the time is leave the bad habits to go to the good habits, and leave the bad values and go to the good values. That's where you begin to see the change, the transformation take place. Here's what I do know. The moment that you see the change happen inwardly, it begins to positively affect the behavior outwardly. When that happens, you become contagious. I hope you become a contagious, transformational person. Thanks for joining me today on Minute with Maxwell.
You all are definitely contagious, transformational people. So thank you very much for giving us great hope. Thank you for sharing your struggles and your victories. And like Mary Walter said, we'll conclude the program out front with your bags. So thank you very much, and God bless you.